have your marketing guy who's refused to be on camera. We have your new hire who is probably smarter than both of us, but still learning, I think, right? And so you're stuck with me, and I have the opportunity to speak with you. How are we doing today?
Always great to see you, Tony.
Always a pleasure, right?
Yeah, it's good to be back on the show circuit. A lot of familiar faces, and just happy to help shops do what they do best.
Wow, look at you being so authentic to start off this whole thing. Very well done. All right, let's talk MP Systems because you're a multifaceted company. Every time I talk to you guys, I learn something new. When I think I've run out of products to talk about, you go, hey, but what about this one? Don't forget this one here. So let's talk about a real brief overview and then focus on one technology that's your most exciting and or the newest that maybe we haven't talked about yet with the MTD audience.
Yeah, I mean, lots of times MP Systems is known for high pressure coolant systems, stackable chillers, the stackable mist collection, but also what we're really excited about is the new filtration systems that we have to offer. So what we're finding is even though customers might have a filtering chip conveyor, there's still a need to get the real fines out of the bottom of the coolant tank. So whether you're running oil or water-based coolant, we have a solution. Bag system as well as a cyclonic system, MP has got you covered. My engineers are phenomenal.
By the way, that cyclonic system, I'm not going to do any cussing on live TV, but the word comes after bad is what I'm thinking in my head right now. Talking with your guys down at Morris South and learning about that technology, I didn't realize at that moment in my career how important that type of system is toward the automation world. And I don't know why I didn't put the two things together because I've definitely walked away from my machine, had my chips built up in my coolant bed, come back to my machine and nothing's coming out of my coolant hose and I have to scrap parts. So in hindsight, I should have been smarter, but at the same time, now I get it. Let's talk a little bit about that system if you don't mind.
So the CDR is what we call it, the cyclonic debris removal system. What it's going to do is get a lot of those fines that tend to stay entrained in the coolant, and then we're talking about a water-based coolant application right now. Typically it's going to be in a more style environment, so a B-axis head multitasking machine or horizontal, where you're generating a lot of the fines. Multiple passes through the little cyclonic hydrocyclones that's going to filter out all of those fines and put clean coolant back into the tank. So no more are you going to struggle with the sediment that settles on the bottom displacing the coolant. No more are you going to have to deal with dirty filter screens that clog up. Then the operator walks over and says, oh, I need to add more coolant because they're looking at the clean side that tends to go low. Cycle start and now you got a flood. Those problems actually go away. And now you're freeing up someone that actually had the manual task. It's a dirty job to clean those coolant tanks. Now you're going to provide some, a more enjoyable employment experience because they're going to actually be doing stuff that has a better value for the company instead of shoveling all the chips out. So it's just a win-win-win all the way around.
I'm going to have an honest moment with you and the audience. I was definitely that guy that just kept pushing back, cleaning out that tank, and it would get grosser. So hearing you say that, I swear if I ever start a machine shop, I'm going to go to all these people and companies that I know. I'm going to start off with success without all the failure I used to have as a machinist over 10 years ago. Really cool technology. Mackenzie, is there anything you'd like to add? You both look beautiful on camera, and I don't want to waste this moment for you guys to talk. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Not at this time.
Hello world. How about that?
Everyone.
Yes.
Just that we have a lot of great tools and resources on our website. As Dan was talking about the CDR, we have an ROI calculator where you can really kind of get down to the nitty-gritty as far as, is this the right solution and will this make sense for my application? Dan, as always, did a great job explaining of how it's helping, but we see people take these into their shops and within days they're seeing the improvement, and then every new shop they purchase or every new machine they purchase, they want a new one. They want a purge or a CDR, whatever the application requires. So we're seeing a lot of success. We're helping people, which is a great feeling, and we're excited to continue doing that.
These are great words, great testimonials from this company. I do look forward to working with you guys closer and going to visit your customers and having them share these stories as well, because powerful statements, things I didn't want to have to do when I was a machinist, and the fact you can do the ROI on the website to make sure that you're taken care of, all great stuff. Any closing statements from you before I run away?
Yeah, Tony, it's always a pleasure. mp-systems.net. Thank you very much.
You know you beat me too. I was going to do that. I actually knew the dash in this one because I've been to your website so many times.